And welcome, my friend. Welcome to lesson 51. Don't drink a bottle of prune juice, jugo de ciruela, before going to church. Look, I love this lesson. We'll be talking about liquid measurements. It's sure to be a moving experience. In this lesson, you'll learn 8 key phrases, 31 new words, and hopefully laugh a little bit. So, with your breathing exercises done, your power pose struck, let's move on now to lesson 51 right now. Lesson 51. Don't drink a bottle of prune juice before going to church. We'll be talking about liquid measurements, and I thought this was a funny title because it is. And this is what happened once to me, actually. And so I'm recommending to everybody, please make sure you don't drink a whole bottle of prune juice because you're not going to make it through the worship service. I promise you that much. Okay, we'll be talking about fluid volume for the United States measurements, of course, U.S. liquid customary measurements. Let's get started. Okay, fluid volume. So in the U.S., we have a gallon, and we have quarts, pints, cups, and ounces. So 1 gallon looks like this. Here you will have, for example, a gallon of water or a gallon of milk. You will also go to the automobile gas filling station and fill it up with a gallon of gasoline, right? So this is what a gallon looks like. Now, in fluid volume, 1 gallon of milk, for example, has 4 quarts. So I could buy 4 quarts, and that will equal 1 gallon. Or I can have each quart has 2 pints. So if I have 1 gallon, I can have 4 quarts. If I have 4 quarts, I can have 8 pints, right? So 8 pints is 1 gallon, or 4 quarts is 1 gallon. And if you start looking here at all the pints, well, you start noticing that we have several fluid measurements that is going to give you each one of the pints that you need. So again, we're looking at, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 different pints will give ounces. So 16 times 8, each one is 8 full ounces, will give you the 8 pints, which are the 4 quarts, which is the gallon. Again, 128 ounces is the same as 16 cups or 8 pints or 4 quarts. Or we have here 1 full gallon. So some of the terms that we have here, if we have 16 cups, is the same as 128 ounces, or the same as 8 pints or 4 quarts, or put all this here is 1 gallon. Put all this there is 1 gallon. Put all these here in, here's 1 gallon. Fluid, líquidos, volume, volumen, gallon, galón, quarts, cuartos, pints, pintas, cups, tazas, ounces, onzas. Okay? Pretty simple. Let's see this in a different way. Again, 1 gallon here is 4 quarts there, which equals 2, 4, 6, 8 pints, which equals 16 different cups. So 16 cups or 8 pints or 4 quarts, all that equals 1 gallon. The system of units of capacity ordinarily, normalmente, used in measuring liquids, commodities, such as milk or oil. Again, the English system is different. They'll have a gills, pints, quarts, and gallons, so forth. Okay, very good. Liquids, líquidos, customary, habitual, measurements, medidas, units, unidades, capacity, capacidades, ordinarily, usualmente o normalmente, liquid, materias primas, commodities, productos, líquidos. Very good. So, drinking a bottle of prune juice. Let's talk about this. On Wednesday, July 12, 2006, I drank too much prune juice prior to going to church. I'm writing to inform all of you to never make the same mistake that I did. Aparentemente, you're only supposed to drink about 4 ounces of it, not the whole bottle. I didn't really like the taste, but since I cannot waste any food, I just gulped it down really fast. A couple of hours later, I paid for a dilly at church. I wasn't dancing because of the spirit, but because I had to run to the bathroom several times. I didn't get much sleep that night. Please, for the love of God, don't drink too much prune juice like I did. You'll pay for it all night and the next day too. Okay, let's take a look at this here in Spanish. I drank too much prune juice prior to going to church. Tomé demasiado prune juice, jugo de ciruela, antes de ir a la iglesia. I'm writing to inform all of you, les escribo para informarles a todos, to never make the same mistake that I did, de nunca hacer el mismo error que yo hice. Apparently, aparentemente, you're only supposed to drink about 4 ounces. Tienes que solamente, se debiera, de tomar solamente 4 onzas. Not the whole bottle, no toda la botella. I didn't really like the taste, no me gustó el sabor, but since I cannot waste any food, I just gulped it down really fast. Pero como no me gusta o no puedo gastar, desperdiciar, sería la mejor traducción, tanta comida, I gulped it down, me la tomé de un jalón, bien rápidamente. A couple of hours later, un par de horas después, pagué por esto entrañablemente, caramente, en la iglesia. No estaba bailando por lo del espíritu, sino porque tenía que correr tantas veces al baño y no pude dormir esa noche. Así que, por favor, por el amor a Dios, no tomen demasiado jugo de ciruela como yo lo hice. Van a pagar por eso toda la noche y el siguiente día también. I drank too much. Tomé demasiado. Prune juice, jugo de ciruela. Prior to, antes de, mistake, un error. Apparently, aparentemente. Supposed to, se debiera. Not the whole bottle, no toda la botella. Taste, sabor. Waste, desperdicio o gasto. Gulped it down, lo tomé de un jalón. You're gonna pay for it dearly, vas a pagar por eso caramente. Dancing, bailando, several times, varias veces. For the love of God, por el amor de Dios. Pay for it, lo pagarás. Okay, repeat these 8 key phrases after me. 1 gallon has 4 quarts. 1 quart has 2 pints. 1 pint has 2 cups. This is the U.S. system of units of capacity. Ordinarily used to measure liquid commodities, such as milk, oil, or prune juice. Tuve que ponerlo ahí, prune juice. I'm writing to inform all of you to never make the same mistake that I did. Very good. Apparently, you're only supposed to drink about 4 ounces of it. Not the whole bottle. I wasn't dancing because of the spirit, but because I had to run to the bathroom several times. Please, for the love of God, don't drink too much prune juice like I did. Eso está bueno. Muy bien. Please repeat these new words that we learned after me. Fluid. Volume. Gallon. Quarts. Pints. Cups. Ounces. Liquids. Customary. Measurements. units, capacity, ordinarily, commodities. I drank too much. Prune juice. Prior to. Mistake. Apparently. Supposed to. Not the whole bottle. Taste. Waste. Gulped it down. Dearly. Dancing. Several times. For the love of God. Pay for it. Y de este modo termina nuestra videolección. Escribe un comentario abajo de qué fue lo que más te impactó de esta clase. Y no olvides de invitar a tus amigos, a tu familia, a que también saquen provecho de estas 45 horas de coaching en inglés completamente gratis. Y por favor regálame un like a este video si aprendiste algo nuevo. Suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube de NuParla y toca la campanita para que no te pierdas ninguna sesión de coaching de inglés que estaremos sacando en el futuro. Esto me ayuda grandemente a poder traer estas 90 videolecciones, 45 horas de enseñanzas de inglés completamente gratis para ti y para los tuyos. Y recuerda que por un pago único de solo $49.95 puedes obtener todas las herramientas súper avanzadas de NuParla, incluyendo regalarle toda la experiencia completa a un amigo o una amiga tuyo o tuya. Y en tu nombre yo le voy a regalar a un huérfano de tu ciudad, de tu país, toda la experiencia igual completa. Así que vas a ver todos los 12 beneficios en un video que aparece aquí arriba. Son los mejores $49 que jamás hayas invertido, te lo prometo. Así que de parte de todo mi equipo aquí en NuParla, thank you for learning English with us. Nos vemos en la siguiente videoclase. Ciao for now.